want to welcome you back to this series. What do you think? Now, apparently, this is a tow truck, and this tow truck has been booted. How many of you guys have ever seen a tow truck booted? Well, it's an interesting story behind this boot, per se. I want you guys to check it out, and because this comes from a news story, but I want you guys to check it out, and what do you think? Let's see what's going on with this.
NYPD's had the boot on this tow truck for almost 2 weeks, preventing Jose Rodriguez, pictured here, from doing his job. Ironically, his boss says he got the boot because he was doing his job. May 30th, the company, Finest Towing, was alerted that a bank wanted this car on Richmond Terrace for repossession.
Now, keep in mind, it was a repossession order for this car. All right. And he got a boot on his truck because he was doing his job. Now, keep watching.
Rodriguez hooked it up for a tow and abruptly found out the driver is a detective at the 120th precinct across the street. Rodriguez's manager, Caroline DiStefano, had just authorized the tow.
The plot thickens.
Right back, and he didn't speak. I just heard him say, I didn't see a plaque in the window. He hung up. I knew it had to be a cop's call because I heard him say a plaque. So then he was surrounded by a couple of off-duty cops, and then they called over other cops, and he got arrested for having a stolen car.
Wait a minute. Did she just say he got arrested for towing a car that was stolen when they have a repossession order for the car? I understand mistakes can be made, but that sounds a little ridiculous and suspect. Let's continue.
We had a repossession order for it.
The detective allegedly offered to pay Rodriguez for the 3 missed car payments, but Finest Towing says it's illegal for it to collect debt. Only the bank can do that. And
okay, so you're a police officer and you're offering to pay for your car not to be repossessed. I can understand that. There's a lot of people that aren't police officers that would try to do that, just to, they got to get to work. They got to, it's a lot of things they had to do. They got to get to work. What if they had to drive themselves to the hospital? Anything. So I don't really particularly blame the officer for that. But if it's illegal and you know it, well, let's continue.
only the bank can authorize a car to be released. But allegedly, police took the car off the tow truck themselves and put Rodriguez in jail for about a day.
Okay, so they took the car off of the tow truck. Let that have been a regular person. Woo-wee. We would have called hell. Let's continue.
He used his authority to drop the car himself.
DiStefano says the officers confiscated the truck's cameras, but this photo
What?
of an officer dismantling a recording device was automatically uploaded to a storage cloud.
Oh my God.
It says when he was first arrested, he was charged with a felony for possession of stolen property. But then, when he appeared in court, his charges were changed to misdemeanors. The State
Wow.
District Attorney charges Rodriguez's truck did not display its license plate properly, and
Oh.
he did not have a New York City towing license. The city's
Okay, now you fishing. But that's a tactic. I will say this, if he was doing something and he wasn't supposed to be doing it because he didn't have a license for it, I will say that is illegal. So I kind of agree with the officers with that one. But still, when it comes to you doing something to certain people, they'll dig up stuff on you. I'm talking, when I say dig up stuff on you, they'll probably dig up stuff on you to the point where you were a kid and you had your last cavity in your mouth. So, you got to be prepared for stuff like that. But then again, this guy was just doing his job. So let's continue.
Department Department of Consumer Affairs says drivers who pick up tows are required to have a Department of Consumer Affairs license.
I can
But
understand that.
Carlos Towing and several others we spoke with argue it depends on the tow. You don't need a DCA license for
Hmm.
repossession jobs because those are considered private, unlike for-profit
Ah.
tows, such as when a car is disabled or in an accident. Monday on New York One, the mayor was asked about the incident.
I haven't seen the details, but
Again, my initial thoughts on this is that, I understand you're trying to do your job, and there's certain things that you can have when you do your job, and certain things you don't have to do your job. Like you have to have a certification here or not have a certification there. I can understand that. But digging that deep on this guy that was just doing his job and other things that I can't really get into because I don't want any flags on me speaking on stuff that, people don't want you to speak on, you know, I can understand some things I can't, but, in conclusion, this shouldn't have happened to this guy for him just doing his job. All right, that'll do it for what do you think on my segment. Just drop a like, dislike, comment, share, whatever you want to do, and just leave some feedback. What do you think about the story? All right, I'm out.